Hello everyone, this is Kaifu here with game 1 in the series between Joseph and Peter. Joseph is playing Blazing Knight on my right side and also Peter is playing Blazing Knight on my left side. So this will be a Blazing Knight versus Blazing Knight mirror match, and you guys be wondering why are they playing it? Well, because they are in the finals. For those who watched Peter versus Joseph, that was in Swiss. So now this is the finals between Peter and Joseph at the moment. So Blazing Knight versus Blazing Knight, you guys know what it does. Just a very consistent aggressive deck, able to go very long-term strategy or short-term strategy, but majority of the time they will go for the long-term strategy to outgrind the opponent to gain more advantage on the field. So speaking of long-term strategy, Joseph, from my point of view, I see him being playing a very long-term strategy, like grinding the opponent out and so on, not allowing the opponent to out-resource him at all. In comes the Percival play, checking top 5 for Peter, adding a Gwen to his hand for the support play, because Gwen is very important in the mirror match as well. Speaking of mirror matches, for some odd reason, just a heads up guys, in game 3, for some reason that file got corrupted, so I won't be able to commentate on game 3. So at the end of game 2, I will announce who won, so you guys will know who actually won the OzAnimart Masterplay 2015. So yeah, just a heads up guys. So let's get back to the game itself. In comes the Gwen played by Joseph and hitting 400 damage directly to Peter due to the fact that he wanted to go very aggressive in the early game to put up that pressure on board. So because Peter is going second, so that's extra magic stone for Joseph could matter in the long run, so which will can cause Peter a lot of trouble because he's one resource behind per forward turn. Unless he can somehow ramp up, but in this game at the moment, or in this cluster at the moment, there's no ramping for red or white, unless they reprint, I don't know, search for the holy site, which is a blessing reducer for white, which I doubt they will do it at the moment, because white and red is very heavily major supported at the moment. So let's see now, life point wise, 3,600 compared to 4,000 life point. Both players have identical field except for the fact that Joseph has a bow, and for those who actually watched in the top 4 or top 8 matchup, I said that bows is pretty much like towers from Frozen Throne or Reign of Chaos from Warcraft 3. Really painful card to handle with because they are just putting so much defense in the field. You can't do anything in the early game, you can't rush them down, so you have to play around it in the mid to late game if you have enough resource in the field, assuming your opponent doesn't kill you that turn. So now Joseph is going to go very aggressive, attacking with the Gwen, resting his opponent's Gwen so you can't block with it, doing 300 point damage directly. So Percival's on 400 at the moment, both on 400 at the moment, so they can either trade off or clash, or they can not do anything at all. Attacking directly for 500 point damage and using the counter to burn Percival, but I'm pretty sure Joseph actually forgot the fact that Gwen's on the field supporting Percival becoming a 4-4 instead of 2-2, so that counter that he removed that dealt damage to Percival didn't do anything at all. So again, going very aggressively by Joseph, surprisingly, because from those who actually watched the other matchups, Joseph usually play a very long-term strategy, like to delay the opponent, gaining more resources and so on, and using a lot of defensive cards in the field and interactive cards to slow down the opponent. But in this game, he's actually going very aggressive now, so he's playing a very rushy style. In comes the last slot, and in comes the Hector combination, so in comes the massive power play and so on, 700 damage directly to the Snow White and attacking directly to Gwen to get rid of the supporter and the main attacker. But however, Joseph does have a Percival field and a bow, so he can do some damage on the board and trading each other off. But in comes the Percival played by Peter to protect the Lancelot from getting dealt any damage. So he could swing for 12 damage directly to the Gwen, but it got protected by Joseph's Percival, losing a Percival and a Snow White compared to one Percival, and that's a lot of resource being gone. Not only that, he lost a counter on his bow as well, so not a lot of field advantage for Joseph at the moment. Even though he did win first, he is down in field advantage because look at the field: Hector, Gwen, Lancelot versus a Gwen and a bow with one counter, so not looking too good at the moment. So now I think Joseph overextended in the previous turn to the point that, you know what, I'm going to go play the Hector and Lancelot combination and get rid of your field as much as I can to gain that momentum back. So putting yourself in a sticky situation. Joseph did play the not Lancelot, played the Percival to check top 5. It depends what Joseph had in his hand. If I was him, I will add the Lancelot. But if his hand is very high cost, a lot of like heavy cost Resonator, for example, Gareth, Wyverns and so on, I will add the bow for extra defensive play, because again, a bow is just like Tower from Frozen Throne and Reign of Chaos, so you pretty much can't get rid of it unless you have a siege to actually get rid of it, but which is Maribel. Maribel is pretty much the siege, like mortar teams, meat wagons, whatever goes online, able to get rid of the towers pretty easily with no problem. I believe he added Lancelot to his hand, I believe. Currently, life point wise, 4,000 compared to 2,400. Field wise, not looking too good for Joseph, but however, he's going very aggressive now, even though his field is quite weak. But however, Peter is low on life, almost 1,000, actually exactly 1,900 difference. So pretty much that he doesn't want to take too much damage in the later on, because if he does take it more, it will put him in the situation he has to play very defensively and can't go any extra aggressive play. So now Joseph have 3 magics that are able to play with. He might drop a Lancelot. Oh, he actually did drop a Lancelot. Attacking for 800 directly to the Gwen, but getting blocked by the and then in comes the Demon Flame. So doing a power play, getting rid of a getting rid of a Hector and a Gwen. So now at this point, Peter's in the disadvantage now. So because he lost 2 cards, and not only that, the bow and arrow got rid of. Wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. So, oh wait, he Demon Flame. That's right. It didn't make sense before. So yeah, in comes a double Gwen. Really powerful play now, attacking directly into the Gwen and using a Lancelot effect to burn the other Lancelot. Now Peter is going to be playing a Retaliate. You say, you know what? You can burn my field. I can burn your field back. But however, I have 2 stronger support on the field, 2 Gwens, which is boosting each other to 5-9, and now end up boosting my Lancelot to become 10-10. Automatic trigger is burn effect, and now Joseph is in the situation he has to sacrifice Percival to protect one of the round tables. If he protects the Gwen, he has good supporter but no DPS damage. But if he protects the Lancelot, he has no supporter to outrun the opponent, because as you can see, Peter has 2 support on the field and 1 DPS one DPS card on the field that can do a ton of damage. Currently, life point wise, that Peter's in disadvantage in life point, but look at the field. 2 strong supporter on the field. Not only that, Lancelot is sitting on 10-10, so each turn it declares an attack, automatically burns 700 damage directly to a single Resonator that Joseph controls. So not looking too good. So that Gwen will not survive next turn if he doesn't put another Gwen on the field to defend each other. So let's see what happened now. We're already at the 8 minute and 28 second now, so let's see what can Joseph do at this moment. Even though his life is high, but his life won't matter too much if he runs out of resources. So let's see what can Joseph do in this situation. So he's out of counters on his bow, so can't do any extra defensive play. But he does have Guinevere on the field for the extra draw power, but in comes the Wyver as well for the extra power defending play and so on. But I don't know how long the Wyver can stay on the field, because with that Lancelot hitting for 700 damage to anything on the field and swinging for 10-10, and not only that, it can boost itself by paying extra resources, so becoming either 12-12 to trade off with the Wyvers and getting rid of the Gwen at the same time. In comes King Flame Shout, doing a ton of damage on the field, 400 AoE damage directly to directly to Joseph's field. Now that Wyver is sitting on 12-8, and the Gwen is sitting on I believe 3-3. Yeah, 3-3. Attacking directly, I wasn't sure which one is burning at the moment. Let's see. He's going to put 1,000 damage directly to Joseph at the moment, but he's burning which one I'm not quite sure. He's either burning the Wyver. The Wyver will automatically get killed because it already took 400 damage. Wait, is it enough? Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, that is enough. Yeah. No, let's say 4 plus 7. No, that's 11. So that won't be enough to kill it. But however, if he does trade off with the Guaiba, that's not too good, but I'm pretty sure Peter burned the 700 damage directly to Gwen, because the fact that if Gwen blocks, he can rest another dude on the field, which is Snow White, which has swiftness and so on. So now it depends, can that Guaiba survive next turn, because I'm pretty sure it won't be able to survive. And taking 1,000 point damage, putting Joseph down to 3,000 life point compared to Peter's 2,000 life point. 2,100 life point. Attacking direct for 500 and resting the Gwen down. So now Peter's going to go very aggressive, using the counter, get rid of it, and then first strike into. I'm pretty sure that will be enough. I'm pretty sure, because it's already at 400 damage already, so it has 800 HP left, and that is just enough to kill Guaiba easily on the field. So now, if Guaiba does successfully get to go to the graveyard, meaning that Joseph has an empty field compared to Peter's onslaught, a round table, and a Snow White. In comes the counter, and in comes the Demon Flame, getting rid of the Snow White, so no damage being dealt. But however, it still took, let's see, 4 plus 3 took 700 damage, so it's still sitting on there and attacking into the Guaiba, not allowing Joseph to have any field present at the moment, which is a strong strategy, because now Joseph had to play very defensively now, because both players' life points are neck and neck. So pretty much that he has to somehow get rid of the Gwen and his last on the field. Not only that, he has to deal with the Guinevere, that which allows Peter to draw cards which can actually out-resource Joseph with options wise. We're already hitting almost at the 12 minute mark now, so now Joseph is in a tight spot. He has nothing on the field, he's out of counters on his bow. Nothing he can do at the moment. He plays a Guaiba like full cast, hard casting it, so becoming a 12-12 before recover phase. Pumping up Lancelot to become a 9-6, no 9-8. So forcing Joseph not to block, because if he does block, he can just randomly pump up his Resonator, his Lancelot to high enough damage to get rid of it. In comes the Guaiba block, and paying 1 to buff it up again, and then paying another 1 to give it to Lancelot, extra 400 boost by the Guinevere. So now the Guinevere becomes a supporter and a drawer, and knowing that trading a Lancelot for a Guaiba at 5 cost for 2 cost is pretty good trade for Peter's point. So now not looking too good for Joseph now. He has almost no resource on the field, and I'm not sure how many cards in hand. Peter has 1 or 2 cards in hand at the moment, and 4 magic stone open, no, not 4 magic stone, 3 magic stone open to interact with Joseph's play. It could be a double Demon Flame and so on. Let's see what can Joseph do in this situation. Paying 3 to put a King Flame Shell on the field, doing 400 AoE damage on the board. Before damage being dealt, Peter's going to sacrifice Guinevere to draw 2 cards and discard 1. So let's see what can do now. So the other Guinevere will die as well, and putting that Gwen on the field, 700, not 700, 300 light damage left. And then in comes the Shadow Flame. Whoa, I did not see that Shadow Flame at all. How did it get the graveyard? It could be the Guinevere. So pretty much killing the Gwen instantly, not allowing Peter to have anything on the field. But however, in comes the Percival play, gaining extra advantage. I'm pretty sure he can add the oh, he's not adding the Percival. I thought he would add the Percival, but he's actually adding Mirabelle, paying a lot of damage and burning off burning off Hector to do 1,000 point damage. And not only that, there's a Percival will be able to protect the Lancelot from any damage being dealt to it at all. Currently life point wise 2,100 compared to 1,200 life point. Field wise, Peter controls Percival and Lancelot, while Joseph only controls a bow with no counter. With 2 cards in hand at the moment, Joseph doesn't have a lot of options, so he has to play very defensively. But I don't think that defensively can help unless he drops something is bigger than Lancelot, because Lancelot can actually hit for 12 damage if he chooses to. And not only that, Lancelot can actually act as a removal spell by burning 700 damage directly to the field. We're almost at the 15-minute mark now, so let's see what can Joseph do in this situation. I don't think there's much he can do, and he is scooping it up. So game 1 goes to Peter. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for game 2.